Welcome back, Nicholas. Comic Corner Classics vs. Non-Classics. This is episode number 1128 in Doubleshot number 1022. I got one Marvel trade, one DC trade. First, start with a DC trade. We have Justice League of America, Second Coming. The final trade to talk about from Dwayne McDuffie's run for the book. Yep, this is the last one. Yep, I own pretty much all four of them. Yeah, this is the last one. This is the only one I had left because the songs he did were Injustice League, Sanctuary, this one, and Worlds Collide. Yep, 4 story arcs over the course of about 2 years. Yes, started in, I think in 2007. I think he wrapped up his run roughly, because this is basically before that, I think in like 2009. Now, there is actually more than one artist. Now, normally you have Ed Baines in the artwork. But this book has got, some of these issues got 4 or 5 different artists on it. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, the artist for these issues, if I can find the right page here, which is not exactly cooperating with me. It is, well, you have Doug Mankey, Shane Davis, Ian Churchill, Ian Reyes, and Alan Goodman. Interesting, to say the least. Now, the story for this one is this. Basically, the team finds out that Vixen's been stealing their powers. And what most everybody is pretty much accepted this, not freaking Black Canary. Nope, she's like, yeah, you broke the rules. I'm officially voting to kick you out the team. I'm like, what? Wouldn't this require a vote? And there's, oh, you're off the team because you broke the rules? Yeah, that is quite stupid. Like, I'm thinking though, like, I would think though, with removal of a member from the roster, they would, I mean, yes, they kind of basically weighed the facts. They could have, I don't know, voted, but nope, Black Canary just chose not to do that for some stupid reason. Yeah, I have no idea why. But she ends up helping them when they face up against Amazo, which, well, that was actually pretty interesting. Yeah, the only time I could think of Amazo, as far as I can tell, actually appeared in this run. Yeah, and they do sort of a minor follow-up to the original storyline of the original story by Red Military by having the Red Tornado get a lot of development here, where he actually proposes to his, woman he sort of been his wife. But yeah, they proposed, and she accepts. It actually proposes twice. Though they do accept, and I think they got married in a miniseries after this, but it's been a while since I read it. Yes. But then at one point you have the Justice League replaced with this alternate reality version of the character, which don't seem like them at all, but reality is later restored. One thing at least I appreciate, though, is Doug Mankey's artwork. Like, I enjoy the man's artwork. I've met him once. The guy is actually a really damn good artist. But all in all, this is pretty decent for what it is. It's good, but not as great as, let's say, Injustice League or Worlds Collide. Those 2 stories were fantastic. Sanctuary is just okay. That's what that one is, okay. This one is slightly better than Justice League, because this one actually was more interesting. Instead of having the second story arc of Dwayne McDuffie followed from a mini-series that was not very, very popular with people, Salvation Run. I'm going to give this book roughly last book basically was a humongous step down from the first arc. This one, I consider a big improvement. Give this one a 9 out of 10. Final thoughts is Dwayne McDuffie's run for the book. The book basically, if you read any of his issues that he wrote, had very good artwork on it. Yes, not a bad issue in the bunch. I mean, he started his book strong with the Injustice League. And the problem is with, like, right after that, did he bother to follow up with the Injustice League afterwards? Did he follow up exactly what was his plan? Nope, because they got shoved off the Salvation Run right after that, which followed the Sanctuary arc, and we don't really know exactly what was blaming his plans for Justice League because he kept getting interference a lot from editorial. And I heard the reason why he left the book. The thing I heard online, apparently he was fired from the book. That's why his run stopped with issue 34, was because he got fired. Yeah, he got fired, which I thought that was kind of weird. Luckily enough, his final story arc was really good. Worlds Collide. Yeah, I love that thing. That was an utterly fantastic story arc. But if you look at his run overall, over the course of 20 issues, yeah, he skipped 29. He started with 13 and he left. He skipped 29, but he was there up until issue 34. So you probably think 21 issues. Nope, 20. It was been up and down basically for his run. And I think that basically the way he was writing it, he basically was showing some anger toward DC editorial for constantly interfering with basically what he was trying to do with the book. I mean, yes, it's great the fact that he had a great start for the run, and the final story arc he did was fantastic. It's just that the stuff he did in the middle is just, That's just my opinion when it comes to Dwayne McDuffie's run. At least his whole run is collected in trade. Now, as in the case of this run for Just Like America as a whole, I own pretty much every single trade that's been released so far. I've been buying it recently. I basically got the first trade like a year ago. I never did much with it with basically buying these trades. And then recently I started buying up the rest of the trades. A couple of them I got when we went to South Carolina a little month ago. But there's still one trade left. And it's a trade that's almost impossible to get. Excuse me, because it's kind of out of print. Which I don't know how that's possible because I got this trade no problem. And this trade is older than the last trade, which is Rise of Eclipso. Yeah, that one is proven to be very difficult to find. Yeah, who knew that the last trade for Just Like America that came out roughly 8 years ago is more difficult to find than the third trade for Dwayne McDuffie's run. Yeah. But that's basically what it is. Alright, next up it is All New Wolverine, Orphans of X, collecting issues 25 to 30 of the All New Wolverine ongoing series. Written by Tom Taylor, and Leonard Kirk is not the artist of this one. No, they actually replaced the artist again. Yeah, the artist of this one is Julian Campbell. Yes, but the cover art is different. Juan Campbell doesn't do any of the cover art. The first 3 issues is done by the Dotsons. That's 25-27. 28 is done by Elizabeth Torque and Nolan Ward. Elizabeth Torque also issue 29. And the final issue, 30, is done by Dan Mora and Romeo Ferrajo Jr. This, simply put, is kind of like basically Tom Taylor was following up with some stuff from the Wolverine. Not much for the Wolverine series. They did with the last arc with a tiny bit. This was mostly a follow-up to it's like following some elements from the original X-23 miniseries done by Chris Yost and Craig Kyle. That's mostly what you can say this story arc is. And also following up with an object that's not been seen since, I believe, since the ending of the X-Men of the Wolverine Origins series, when Dawkins' claws were removed, though his claws came back. The Mosa Blade comes back. It's like, wow, I thought that was so cool. I mean, first in the third story arc, he brought back the Trigger Scent for the first time since the miniseries, and now he brought back the Mimosa Blade. Cool. I thought that was so cool he brought back that. The object that killed Sabretooth, though was later retconned, that was a freaking clone. That also killed Omega Red, who was later resurrected, and Wild Child. Yeah, this blade killed 3 people. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. And this whole story arc involves, Doc losing his arm again. Yeah, which he lost his arm in the Wolverine's miniseries, and then he comes back in the previous story arc where his arm is grown back and now is moved again. Like, what? Why the heck would it do that for? I thought that's so stupid. Yeah, I'm not really sure why in the world Tom Taylor did that for. It's like he bring him back. Oh, he's got his arm back, and he's basically, well. Also, there's also a joke about his tattoo. It's like, what? You have one tattoo artist on rotating call? We also get a chance to see the guy who made the Mimosa sword. I believe that's what you call it. Yes. We also have the storyline of the Orphans of X, which they want this sword for some reason. They want the sword because it will make bullets to kill people with healing factor. Now, the Orphans of X are mostly put survivors, basically, of when Laura was a killer, along with Logan. That's simply put what these people are, and led by a man named Henry Sutter. Henry Sutter is the son of the man who actually created Laura. Indirectly, you can say he's Laura's father, but Laura's father is a Wolverine. Not this crazy scientist guy. Though he's basically responsible for her creation, but basically everyone considers her to be Wolverine's daughter. Though I don't like the fact it's like this. Like the quotation back is, when Dawkins, Wolverine's alien son, is kidnapped, it's up to Wolverine, it's up to his sister to find him. She is Wolverine's daughter. I'm not sure why the heck Marvel wrote it this way. This was so stupid. I'm not really sure why. Oh yeah, and also on the back cover, we see look like that Laura's claws are sliced up. This never happens in the book. This cover is a big fat lie. I love the front cover here. This actually is really good. Now, in case you're wondering, is Laura still wearing this costume? Yes, that part is true. And no, she does not do the whole side-by-side fight alongside Dawkins thing. That is also a big fat lie. It's a good looking cover, but the cover is a lie. And so, Laura basically finds a way to get rid of the blade by contacting Captain Marvel, of all people, to throw it in the frickin' sun. And apparently the Orphans of X find out about this, and they do nothing. They don't go after Carol. I think they sent one person after her, but she does nothing. It's like, oh, we have Captain Marvel here, awesome, and she does nothing. I'm like, what? Then why the heck would you bring in the damn book for? If she's not going to do anything, we have a brief guest star appearance by Maria Hill, which amounts to nothing. Nick Fury doesn't even appear in this story arc. He did in the previous one, but not this one. And in the end, basically, it sets up something that goes absolutely nowhere. We have Laura become part of the Orphans of X. I should also point out, though, we have a guest star appearance by the Weapon X team, which is simply put, Old Man Logan, Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, and I think that's the 3 members. And supposedly they're killed by, like, referred to as Logan. Like, I'm surprised these people would say, hey, aren't you supposed to be dead? Yes. It's like, nothing is said in the matter about that. It's like, oh, let's just throw in Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, and Old Man Logan here, just cause, and... Oh, and the coolest thing about this is that Gabby takes up the code name of the Honey Badger, suggested by her brother Dawkins. Yep, I thought that was so cool. That part is still stuck this very day. Now, I like the fact Tom Taylor did say something here with Laura joining the Orphans of X, but it goes nowhere. The reason being, because not long after this story arc and the next story arc, Laura was stripped of her identity as Wolverine for stupid reasons. Well, the reason was, oh, because her father's alive. She can't be Wolverine anymore. And here's my stupid argument. They can't have 2 Wolverines around. They can't have 2 Captain Americas around. But it's okay to have 2 Hawkeyes and 2 Spider-Men. How is that okay, but not 2 Wolverines? Luckily, F. Hickman basically fixed this problem. But with the exception of the final story arc of the series, you can kind of say this is the end of the All New Wolverine series. I will get my final thoughts when I get my hands on the old Lady Laura trade, but this is good, really good. It's a bit step up from Immune, but this is fantastic, and I'm gonna give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. Now, aside from this series, like, when this series ended, the only series she was featured as was as basically, well, Wolverine. She appeared in the Hunt Wolverine Animated Agenda miniseries. She appeared there. X-Men Red. And she's popped up now and again as Wolverine over the time she's been Wolverine over the... Well, when she first took out identity 5 years ago, though, she had to take a year off. Because in Marvel's Infinite Stupidity, not only took away identity of Wolverine, they had to go back being X-23. In my honest opinion, and many people can agree with me on this, that is a step backwards in character development. Going back to an old code name was stupid. Heck, Tom Taylor easily put this code name to rest in his third story arc, Enemies Day 2, where Laura points out to her former tormentor, I am not X-23, I am Laura McKinley, the daughter of Sarah McKinley and and the daughter of Logan, aka James Howell, aka Wolverine. Not X-23. She is Wolverine, not X-23. Tom Taylor easily established that there, and apparently some higher ups in Marvel was like, nah, with Wolverine back, we have no use for her being Wolverine anymore. Let's just take away this awesome mask that she's had, and basically have her be X-23. And get her own solo title as that thing, which got quickly canceled at 12 issues. Why? And this is my opinion on this. You can agree or disagree with me on this one, because no one liked the Factors X-23 again. It was an absolute stupid move on the part of Marvel, and my guess is that Hickman basically was like, that's stupid, she's Wolverine. I don't care what the higher ups say. And as far as I know, she's back being Wolverine again. Which, thank you, Jonathan Hickman, for that. Yep. But yeah, that's all I gotta say with these two trades. It's like you have an interesting trade and a really good one. Yep. Okay, so that's it for this particular review, and that's probably going to be it for video steps. Hopefully do One Piece like next part, but that's not going to happen, so I'm going to do it tomorrow, okay? Where I'm probably going to do about 1, maybe 2 videos tomorrow, okay? See you next video. Bye.